All right, welcome everybody. We are working on chakra 3 today, week 3 of 6. That means we're working with the energy in the gut, in the belly. I know. So we are going to be doing some core work, but the core work is used to wake up deep core muscles that are meant to support you. This is not meant to be work in the sense of breaking a sweat. So if you notice that you do happen to be feeling strained in some way, then it is you. You have the power to back off of these movements and moderate your energy. So today, do less. Do less. The holidays are coming. Do less. Relax. Let's pick up our yoga block. Place it between the knees and the thighs. Let's stand with our feet on our mat, seeing that the edges of the feet are lined up with the edges of our mat, establishing a safe foundation for the body. From here, let's roll our shoulders down and back, lower the chin enough so that an egg could roll off your head, and just begin to notice the breath. We're encouraging a breath to move in through the nose, down into the lowest parts of the lungs. As we breathe in, that breath pushes the stomach out ever so slightly, and then exhale as if you're trying to fog a mirror, alleviating any heat, tension, or stress. Inhale in through the nose. Breath is low in the body. Exhale from the throat. Inhale in through the nose as much as possible. Exhale from the throat. Let's place a hand on the belly and one hand on the chest, allowing the breath to build up to your heart. Inhale, belly out through the ribs, lift through the chest and open the throat. Exhale, relax your heart. Roll the breath out from the top down. Inhale, belly through the ribs to the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, relax your chin, relax the ribs, pull the stomach in. Now start to rhythmically count it as you inhale, breathing in. 1, 2, 3, breath rises to the chest. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, pull the stomach in. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, lift of the heart. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, pull it a little more with the belly. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, lift through the chest. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, pull the stomach in. Now let the body establish any rhythm that it wants, apart from us attempting to control the 3 counts. Allow your breath to adopt its own authentic flow. So we're still tapping into the water element, which was last week. And it's the water that balances the fire element, which is in the gut. We need both. Maybe the breath stays very low. Maybe it continues to travel up to the chest. It might only move halfway. So sometimes our breath goes from the belly up to the rib, and then it stops at the heart. We're letting go of any judgment as to how the body chooses to receive the breath. Instead, we're tuning into how the body responds to the breath. We're working with the art of observation. Affirmations that we could always use with the art of observation begin with, I am open. I am open. And it's left open, open-ended, so that we can each refine it to what we may be willing to open ourselves up to today, maybe for the rest of the week, maybe just for the next 15 to 20 minutes. I am willing to be open to a new way of doing things, a new way of seeing things. I am open to listen to another opinion, a different perspective. What might we be open to? I'm open to letting go. I'm open to feeling. I'm open to trusting my body. When you're ready, relax the hands. We'll allow the arms to flow with the breath. On each inhale, sweep up. And then exhale, sweep down. Still tuning into our own unique breath. Perhaps even wait. Wait for the body to say it's time to exhale. Then pace the arms so that the movement flows continuously. There may only be a fraction of a moment where we realize that we pause, attempting to make your breath seamless, and the movement is seamless as well. We could even close our eyes. Vision is such a beautiful thing. It is such a blessing to be able to look around and see and observe the world through the eyes. However, there's so much also to be found through the mind's eye when we close our eyes and we begin to experience the space around us. Allow your mind to paint the picture. Allow your mind to witness the experience. Sometimes when our eyes are open, visually, there are movements being picked up in the peripheral vision, and it might cause us to move faster or even slower than our own organic rhythm. Closing the eyes can help us to tune in what is natural for our body. So we are refining that art of observation by tuning into the rhythm of the breath. Let's do at least one more flow, full inhale and full exhale with the arms. Inhale, bringing both arms straight up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive only a third of the way down, keeping the head higher than the heart. Our heart is higher than the hips. Let's place our palms down on the tops of the thighs. Fingertips are facing the knees. Bend the elbows a little bit out to the side, then pull the elbows into the waist. Let's press into the thighs so we create a little bit of a cow position with the spine, stretching the navel. From here, allow your spine to come to neutral. Let's practice a belly lock today. To do this, you inhale first, exhale all the way and pause. Squeeze that yoga block. Now quickly pull your belly in and up. It's like a surprise breath. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Relax your stomach muscles. Inhale in place. Exhale all the way. Squeeze the yoga block. 1, 2, 3, surprise, belly in and up. If you feel like it creates a vacuum or you can't breathe or it contracts the muscles all the way into your throat, you have successfully done what's called Ubi Adha Bandha, the official yoga belly lock. Sometimes we avoid the contraction in the throat because it can feel like you're about to choke, but I can guarantee you're not going to choke. You have control of this. Exhale all the way. Let's try it a couple more times. Pause, squeeze the block, chin down. 1, 2, 3, belly in and up. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, release the stomach. We'll do one more. Inhale, bigger exhale. Pause, squeeze the block, chin down, belly in and up. 3, 2, 1, release the stomach. When you're ready, walk the hands up with your block. Holding onto our block, let's inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Utthita Tadasana, extended mountain. Let's shift forward and back a few times, noticing any tender spots in the soles of the feet. As much as we might emphasize balancing our weight in the soles of the feet, we also want this to be adaptive and forgiving to the body. So any places in the feet that feel very tender, this is where we might discover we want to avoid pressure into some of those places. Let your body work around those places that deserve comfort. From here, add in a small lift with the heels, maybe just enough to swipe a credit card. And as we lift a little higher, we're countering by lifting our knees, I know it sounds weird, but just do it. Lift your kneecaps, lift your kneecaps. Think about lifting your kneecaps. And then we're pressing our hips forward while we swivel our knees in towards each other so that we are avoiding any clenching of the buttocks region. Press the block back overhead behind you. Inhale, lift through your ribs, big breath in. And now exhale, pull the block down, bend the knees and sit back. Utkatasana, chair. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Press back, heels stay on the ground. Exhale down, chair position. Inhale up. Exhale, Utkatasana, which really does not mean chair. We've gone over this before. It looks like chair, but Utkatasana from Sanskrit to English, the translation of that word is fierce. So the posture is encouraging us to embody an energy that is fierce. Inhale up. Not scary, just fierce. One more, inhale up, exhale down, inhale, hold it up. From here, let's step our left foot back, a very short stride, allowing the left heel to turn in. So if there was a clock at the top of our yoga mat, my right foot is at 12 o'clock. My left toe is facing out to maybe 10 o'clock, I would say. It's definitely not 9 o'clock. That would be warrior 2 position. So for warrior 1, it's a little more facing like 10. From here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the right knee, pull the block down, and maybe even lift the left heel so that there's pressure still on the ball of the foot. Let's press our left heel back, straighten the right leg. Inhale, come up. Option to press it back into a back bend again. Exhale, coming forward, pulling down, lifting the back heel. Let's keep that flow. Our bodies have practiced this movement of the press back. Our bodies have practiced lifting a heel, shifting center of gravity. We've changed the stance. We continue to change the foundation. This linear process ensures that there are muscles in the body that had a little rehearsal. And also the nervous system has had time to interpret what muscles we want to have recruited by way of the mind to the body to support the new foundation. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, pull it down, lift the back heel. Let's do one more. Repetition is key to repave the neurological pathways. Come forward, lift the back heel, hold it here. We have the option to stay here. You can keep the block right here, or maybe look towards the top edge of the mat and reach a little bit at a diagonal with the arms, placing our hands directly on top of that block. From here, we can shift forward a little more, rolling off the ball of the foot, maybe to the tippy toes. Option to hold it there, or maybe lift that back left leg off the floor. Continue to breathe. Remember to smile. It's ironic for people to get too serious about yoga or to get stressed out about yoga. I'm stressed out in this yoga pose. No, we're not stressed out about the pose. We're afraid of falling. Definitely. The floor has not gotten softer all these years. I can guarantee that to y'all. Let's lower the back foot. Keep the block. Slowly begin to come up. Place the block on the top of your right thigh and keep a very soft bend in the right knee. Let's lift our left heel and swivel it back so that we have 2 clocks on the mat. We really want 12 o'clock and 12 o'clock on both toes. Let's push our left heel down to the floor while we keep a little bend in the right leg. Bring the left hand on the top of that block. Inhale, right arm up, big breath in. We are moving into a twist. We're gonna go slow with this. I learned the word for slow in Spanish. Despacio. Yeah. Reach up, Sweep it back, bring the right hand into your low back. So we're gonna take the shoulder, upper back, and neck out of the mix. Breathe into the upper right lung and draw that right shoulder back. Reach across with the left hand a little more, then maybe turn and look over the right shoulder. The really amazing thing about the spine is that it can be dissected. So if there's any part of your spine, your back, that you're noticing feels uncomfortable, take it out of the twist. We could look in alignment with our sternum. We don't have to turn the head. We could even come out of the twist a little bit at the waist, and we could still pull the shoulders back with it. So any part of the spine, shoulders, hips can be dissected. From here, let's slowly bring our right hand around to the block. Easy does it, unwinding the spine. Stepping forward, taking the block into our hands. Inhale, reaching straight up overhead. Lean over to the left. And from here, take your left hand and push it into your right hand. Let's check with our left ear, feeling that the ear can touch the bicep. If the arm is way over to the side, you want to push that left arm up until it can touch your ear, strengthening some muscles in your upper back. From here, bring it to center, lean to the other side, opening up the side of chakra 3. Let's take our right arm, push up into your block, feeling that the ear is able to touch onto the right bicep. Remember to smile. Chakra 3 is all about joy. The element is fire. Fire serves as a source of heat. Fire also serves as a source of light. So the energy in the gut, come to center, represents the soul. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, pull the block down. Let's step our right foot back, casual stride. This time, if we had the clock, we have the left toe at 12 o'clock. We have our right toe angled out to about 2 o'clock. From here, we're flowing, arms overhead. Big inhale, exhale, pull it down, shifting forward, glue down the right heel. Inhale, both legs straight. The right leg stays straight the whole time. Exhale, bend the left knee. Spread your toes out really wide like a duck. Show us, Gloria. Gloria does the best duck toe I've ever seen in my life. Come forward.
Take a picture.
Inhale, reach. Exhale, come forward. Again, this is meant to be repetitious in nature. There's plenty of opportunity for us to close our eyes. We might move a bit slower. That's okay. Sometimes we close our eyes, we use our brain more, we connect more intimately to the body, and the movement is done slower because it's less impulsive. It's less reactive, and we are now intentionally responding to the body, again, with that art of observation, watching, seeing what the body feels like doing next. Move with the breath. The intentional movement is in observation of the inhale and the exhale, connecting mind, body, and breath. Let's hold in the down position at some point. We could always stay in the upright position. Just a friendly visual reminder. I'm going to stay upright this time, but the visual reminder is we can always come down and put the block on the floor. Reasons you might want to stay upright: drainage, allergies, if you don't want everything to go forward. Also avoiding pressure in the head, pressure behind the eyes, blood pressure. So you can stay lifted, or at this time, we can bring ourselves down towards the floor to go through the same movement. As we shift forward, we're peeling up that back right heel. Continue to lift through the head. If you're in the upright position, at your leisure, roll onto the very top tippy toe of your big toe on the back right foot. And maybe we hold it here, inhale into the heart. Exhale, stay lifted, option to hover the back leg. Engaging the back right glute and buttocks muscles. Focus on the breath. Bigger inhale, bigger exhale. Using the inhale in the chest to empower the upper back and spine. And also that breath is feeding that fire in the gut, which is fueling endurance and ambition. Let's all lower our back foot, bend the front knee. Coming up, we're placing our block on the top of our left thigh. Let's keep the right hand across on the block. Take the left hand straight up. Big inhale, reach. Oh, one more thing. Lift the right heel. Turn it back. I skipped a step. Trust me, I saw it. Push your right heel down. So both toes are facing forward. Imagine your toes are like headlights on your car and you're going down a straight highway. You don't want one headlight off to the side, right? You want to track straight ahead. Your toes are going to be like headlights. Inhale, breathe into the upper left lung. Exhale, sweep the arm back. Turn the thumb down, hinge at the elbow, and let's bring the knuckles to the low back. So at this point, our spine has so many opportunities for exploration. If your low back is hurting, push your right hip back if your low back tends to ache. Otherwise, let your right hip come in towards the block. If your stomach or your waist tends to get achy, don't move your waist. Otherwise, exhale. 1, 2, 3, surprise. Now turn at your waist. Swivel like an old school Barbie doll. There you go. Hold it there. Next option, we can keep the shoulders where they are. If you ever experience pinching under your shoulder blades or behind your heart, don't move your shoulders. We could just move the head, looking over the left shoulder. If you want to move the shoulders a little more, inhale into the upper left lung, pull your left shoulder back, and press your right shoulder over the left leg. No matter where we go with the twist, we have the opportunity to wring out the spine. We have the opportunity to make space. Big inhale. And then exhale, come around, wringing out any gunk, tension, or stress. Space for a fresh breath. Let's take our hand onto the block. Step forward. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Lean over to the right. From here, pull up out of your left armpit. Press your right hand into the block, lining up the bicep with your ear. And now inhale, reach up again and lean over. The reason that we don't want to let the arm go like this is because it'll contract too many muscles on this side of your body, and it can be kind of aggravating to your liver. And the liver already gets aggravated on its own. We don't need to do anything else to it. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Lean to the left. Oh, opening the liver. From here, inhale, pull your right shoulder up. Press your left arm towards your ear. Inhale, reach up again. Pull up from the armpit. Breathe into that upper right lung. That is the path of least resistance, upper right lung. Come to center, inhale. Exhale, pull the block down and set it down at the top of the mat. From here, let's take our hands to the waist for balance. We're moving into a standing twist with one leg extension. If you want, you can play with the distance between you and your block. Truly, there's no science behind this. Here's the one safety tip that I ask that we're mindful of. No matter what we do with this leg, try not to lock your knee out. That's going to be the one thing. So your toe can be up, your toe can be down. Preferably, the knee has a visible bend inside of it. If it feels good to straighten the leg a little more, please be mindful of a micro bend so we don't pull or strain the hip and low back, and then that'll cause you to lose balance also. So let's go ahead and step our right foot up onto the block. It is well known that most people believe that standing on their right foot, that is their stronger leg or the leg with more balance. And I would like to reassure you that you're usually not right about what you believe. So just
That's true.
you just been telling yourself this for so long, it's a placebo effect. Your left leg is very strong. In fact, in energy medicine and in yoga, the left side of the body is the embodiment of feminine strength and energy. This is the pillar of strength. This is the energy that is the matriarch. It is the nurturer. It is the foundation by which our entire society functions, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. I still don't want to go pave a road or put a roof on in the middle of July. Okay. Pull your toe up. Stand strong on that left foot. Little bend in the left knee. Inhale, both arms come up. Notice if your right hip is hiking up. Sometimes it's scared. You got to push it down so that you're able to open the left hip. If your right hip comes up, it's pulling and compressing your left hip. So drop your hip down and let the outer hip open. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, we have the option to take the right hand back and around, just like we did before. Our body already practiced this. It was just a little different. Perhaps affirm, I am open. I am open to embody the strength that I was born with. I'm open to practice this balancing pose today. I'm open to believe something different could be true. Big inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, bring it across your chest. Pull your right shoulder back and let your left arm, let it lead your gaze. Move the arm and then gaze just past the fingertips. It's like a needle on a compass. Inhale into the upper right lung. Exhale, reach more with the left hand. When you're ready, left arm up, and then come to center and relax. From here, let's step our foot away, both feet to the floor, shake it out. Oh yes, your face said it all. We wouldn't even need closed caption if the camera was on y'all. People would just see it. All right. So if we notice any cramping in the foot or the toes, that's very common. I just want to reassure you that there may be nothing wrong when your foot cramps there. There are a lot of muscles we're working. Let's line ourselves up with our block again. This time we're standing on the right leg. We can strip away the language of masculine and feminine altogether. Let's step our left foot onto the block. If we strip away any language that is gender specific, in energy medicine, the belief is that we embody both male and female qualities in varying degrees at different times of the day and different times of our lives. Instead of male and female, think about it as moon on the left, sun on the right. So this is the energy that's usually a little more heated. It's a little more feisty, okay? Inhale, both arms up, working with the feisty energy. Big breath in, reach. Hold it there. Decide what you'd like that left foot to do, or rather notice what the body wants to do. If the leg wants to be more straight, it doesn't have to be on the block. We're maintaining a soft bend in the left knee. Why do we keep a soft bend in the knees? Number one, circulation. Number two, habitual locking out usually means we're not open to change. Stubborn energy. Reach up a little more with the left. Twist over, left hand to the low back. Reach up a little more with the right arm. Exhale, reach across the body. It's like a needle on a compass. Press it out and then center the gaze just past the fingertips. Continue to feel the weight adapting, shifting, recalibrating in the right foot. Inhale, breathe into your heart. Exhale, pull the left shoulder back. Reach more with the right hand. Drop your left hip down so that the outside of the right hip gets a lovely stretch all the way down to the arch of the foot. Big breath. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, let it go. Big inhale, bigger exhale. We usually have more solar or masculine energy when we desire to control a lot of things. And as we are coming upon the holidays, I do tend to witness a lot of people wanting to control a lot of stuff around the festivities. Anyone guilty about that? Maybe this year you don't get to bring the green bean casserole. Maybe. Maybe you don't make the cornbread dressing, right? Big inhale and exhale. Bring it around to center, both hands up. Continue to balance. Nope, Lori was like, nope, I'm bringing the green bean casserole. When you're ready, lower the hands. Both feet down to the floor and shake it off. Ooh. So if you haven't heard me say this before, I know I've said it, but if it wasn't absorbed, the way we do yoga is the way we do life. That's why it's so effective. If we are controlling with our bodies, we're probably trying to control other people's bodies too. All right. Keeping our block at the top of our mat. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Big inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands are on the block. Let's slide one foot back. Easy does it. Bending both knees, making our descent, taking our other leg back. From here, we can come to seated if this doesn't feel good on the knees. We're going into a cat and cow flow. So cat and cow traditionally is done from all fours. If it doesn't feel right for you, please listen to the body and come back. Don't use your mind to try to control your body, right? That's called bullying yourself, right? From here, block between the knees and the thighs if we're choosing to stay in all fours. So I recommend if you are flat with the hand quite often in other classes or in maybe some different activities in daily life, maybe just for today, let's ease up on the pressure on the wrist. We can roll up the top of our yoga mat. In therapy, they do have these really cool like foam wedges and stuff. This would be the equivalent of that. So notice that once we have this perch for the hands, our fingers can curl. They're not forced to be flat. And also if you go to the very edge of your wrist, we've changed the angle on the wrist. So we're practicing brahmacharya with this. The translation is walk with God. So in brahmacharya, it's also moderation in all things. So what do you need more of? What do you need less of? From here, notice that your ankles and knees are the same distance apart. Most women will get into this position and automatically touch their toes together. Separate your toes just a little bit, just for today. Let's drop our belly. Press the shoulders back towards your hips and press them down towards the floor. Wow, notice how it opens the spine. The belly is relaxed as we lift and look forward. Big inhale. This is cow pose. We all need more cow. More cowbell, more cow. Okay. Exhale, pull the stomach up, tailbone tucked under and drop the head. This is cat. We don't necessarily need more cat for spine health. We need it for the kidneys. Inhale, belly drop, hips back. So cow pose, I would say every day for spine health. Cat pose, kidneys. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Let the breath adopt a rhythm with the flow and allow your body to move the breath in any natural way. You could be mouth breathing, completely mouth breathing right now, if that's what the body really needs. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. One more, inhale cow. Let's hold cat. Chin is tucked in, it's effortless. Let's shake the head yes, and turn it left and right. Squeeze the inner thighs really tight. Let's practice the belly lock, Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale all the way. Try to pull your navel up and under your ribs towards your heart. You'll know you did it right if you release that contraction and it feels like a vacuum or like a quick breath. Only hold it as long as it feels right for you. When you're ready, exhale all the way. One time into cow, release that deep contraction in the gut. Exhale, cat, chin is tucked in. Knees are pressing in tight to the block. Exhale all the way. 1, 2, 3, in and up. Release whenever you're ready. Again, if you notice that it starts to feel very tight in your throat, if you feel the tension come all the way up, that is what it's meant to do. Exhale, cat. Push away from the floor. Shoulders pressing down into the heels of the hands, shoulders pressing towards your hips, head is relaxed. Squeeze the block, exhale all the way. 1, 2, 3, navel up to the throat. Release whenever you're ready. Let's find all fours. From here, this time, let's take our toes and touch them together. Open the knees a little wider, releasing the block. Let's uncurl or unfold the top of our mat. Place the block in the most upright position. This is for shoulders. I want to throw out a small disclaimer so that we all are taking care of our shoulders. This is for what's called shoulder flexion. So it's to strengthen the shoulders. If you know that your shoulders have a tenderness to them, bend your elbows, otherwise keep them straight. If you want to watch it first, you're welcome to watch. So usually if I'm in child's pose, my hands are on the floor. Now that I have the block, look at how much higher my hands have to go. So if I was on the floor in traditional child's pose, I'd probably be like this, but I add the block and now my arms are outside my ears. So it's going to be stretching and pulling all right here up to your shoulders. Your hips do not have to touch your feet. That can be kind of hard on the knees sometimes and even the back, but take your time to adjust it. What's great about this position and foundation is that we have a lot of security in the pose as we begin to experiment. There's plenty of opportunity to adapt. Try a few heavy exhales. The more we relax the jaw, chances are the more we'll be able to release tension that runs up and down the entire spine. This pose is called Balasana. Lots of ahs. For the next exhale, try the ah with me. Let's all take in a big breath. Exhale. Ah. Again, big inhale. If you feel silly doing it, don't worry, no one can see you, so it doesn't matter. Big inhale, bigger off. 1, 2, 3. You can stay here as long as your body is telling you to stay here for the rest of class if all you want. If you want, you could. Just once, I just want somebody to stay. I want us to be rolling up our mats and leaving. And the next class comes in and there's that one person in the corner. My teacher said I could stay the night here. When you're ready, let's look forward. Take your block just off to the side. Let's bring our legs around and scoot towards the center of your mat. Nobody's saying Barbara. Fingers today. Try it at home. 1:30, 2 in the afternoon, when you hit a wall. From here, we're seeing again that the knees and ankles are the same distance apart. We could always sit on a pillow, a blanket. I like to make the perch for my hips. Sitting on the edge, for me, helps me to maintain a more neutral spine. Not everyone really has to do it. In the past, I used to have some low back issues. I don't have them anymore. Thank goodness. Yoga is magic. Let's lift our toes. Slide your hands behind you. And maybe if you have a perch, maybe you put the hands just outside your hips with the heel of the hand on that perch. Or they could go back a little more and you could lean back into it. Notice if your elbows are winging out and engage some muscles in your ribs, pull them back. Relax your jaw. From here, let's push through the left heel and down, right heel and down. You might already start to feel some muscles activating with this. Another tip is to think about pressing your knee in. It might even look like your big toe or your foot is angled in. We're really changing the position of the femur bone to encourage a stronger pelvic floor. The muscle that connects to the very inside of your thigh, right in that groin, it actually begins in the middle of your back. So this can get hard real quick. Oh, remember to act surprised. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now do it. Now do it. Completely different. I know it's getting kind of sloppy there, right? It's getting a little too casual. All right, let's try both legs. Just remember to smile. Just smile, smile, smile. One leg at a time is always an option. Strength is subjective. We could have one person right here working just as hard as someone right here. Tune into what your body needs. We don't want it to be too easy, but we don't want it to be so challenging that your body starts to reject this movement. We should not hate exercise. It is a privilege to be able to move our bodies like this. Is it not? Walk around this place, y'all. Look around. Is it not a privilege? Remember to smile. Do what feels right for your body. And if you're like, well, I'm going to go back to child's pose, then do that. Then do it. You are the best manager of your life. Okay, not everybody really is. It's not true. But come on, lift it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was so good. That was so, so good. Let's take the block off to the side. Come off the perch. Roll out the mat. We're in our final 15 minutes of class. that clock is not right. Oh, now it's right. Oh my gosh, we're in the final 10 minutes. I better hurry up and relax. Put your knees to one side.
Everybody down, hit the floor. Roll over onto your back.
Let go of all your tension immediately. Start relaxing. So if there's any pain at all in your spine or back, it's usually recommended that we keep the knees bent. In addition to having the knees bent, you could take your feet out to the width of the yoga mat, then start to let your knees come in so that the knees touch, and allow the edges of your feet to roll up. Moving into a meditative state, moving into meditation does not mean that we are working to clear our minds. If we resist the different thoughts, or if we attempt to ignore the different sensations in the body, then usually those things will magnify. What we resist will persist. This is about the act of surrender. Our entire yoga practice brings us to this point. The practice is called Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender. Surrender to the body first, noticing any parts of the body that are tense, and perhaps breathing into those places and acknowledging tension as a positive thing. The body's way of saying this place deserves protection. Acknowledge the breath, noticing how the body responds to it. With each moment that passes, noticing how you feel in response to that breath, remembering the bigger breath is not always the better breath, Brahmacharya. Notice what feels right for you. Imagine you can take your brain out of your head and set it next to you in a small, soundproof, plexiglass, clear box. So you can clearly see your mind, and all the workings of the mind are still going on. We're able to witness the workings of the mind. This is the best, most high-tech soundproof box ever, but sometimes there's a little murmur here and there. Witness that space between you, the observer, and the mind. Now strip away any emotion. Emotions are energy in motion. Traditionally, fuel for behavior. Strip away emotion. And perhaps notice what there is to experience if we do not experience the body. No emotion, no resistance to the breath, and no resistance to the mind workings. What is there to witness in this experience? Perhaps it's simply being. Being with the true self. part of us that is transcendent beyond this physical form is often represented as a gold orb of light, somewhere between the navel and the spine, up 2 inches. This gold orb of light is warm, a source of heat, and bright, a source of light. There is a teaching in yoga that it is this energy, when we are closest in touch to the source of our maker or to the source of love, this energy shines so bright. It pushes through the physical body, projecting out onto our world's plane of consciousness, the most authentic expression of your soul. Everyone has this light. It's not only within some of us. In the words of Marianne Williamson, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. Perhaps consider deepening the breath with the smallest bit of effort, understanding that air fuels the fire. Notice that there's more rounding in the belly, perhaps even more warmth in the body. As we let our light shine, this gesture subconsciously liberates others to let their light shine. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Listen to the body moving in any way so that we're able to eventually bring ourselves up to a seated position. To strengthen that energy of the light, we can take our middle fingers, hook them together like 2 links in a chain. You're gonna pull, feel the energy radiating up into your shoulders and chest, lower it down in front of the gut. There's a teaching in yoga that the soul slips into the body at the point when the neck reveals itself in the womb. So as babies, we're like this. In the womb, we look like this, like tadpoles, right? Come on, y'all seen it. Yeah. We look like little sperms for a long time. We look like this. And then at some point, the shoulders drop and the throat is revealed. There's a teaching in yoga that that's when the soul slips into the physical form. Now notice when you pull on your fingers down here, notice the tension building all the way up so that it's connecting the soul to the physical world. Sitting nice and tall, inhale. Try panting like a little dog. Okay, now we're gonna do the same panting action, but we're gonna keep our lips shut. Big inhale, lips together and pant. Just a few more. Okay, good. Whether you did it right or not, you smiled. Let's open the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, pull the hands down. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, palms down. One more. Big inhale. The seed sound for the gut is rum. It's spelled R-A-M, but it's pronounced rum. You're welcome to chant it with me once. Let's take a big breath. Rum. From here, we can bow together in closing. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Skila.
Thank you, Margaret.
How come the adults we could stay when I'm down?
You have free will. I tell you right now, you can do whatever you want, Carrie. You know, whatever you want. Next class is gonna come in, you just go to the corner. Hey lady, you didn't register for this class. You're like, the teacher said I couldn't stay.